So why was Russia so difficult to govern in 1900? Firstly, it was massive, 4,000 miles from east to west and 2,000 miles from north to south. It was difficult for the Tsar to move messages, officials and other official decrees across a really small road and rail network. Russia also had a really massive population, 130 million in 1900. Less than 50% of the population was actually Russian. There was others, such as Ukrainians, Poles, Jews and Latvians, who resented Russian rule and who'd been conquered by the Russians and previous Tsars. This wasn't helped by the Tsar's policy of Russification, making non-Russians speak Russian, wear Russian clothes, their children being taught in Russian, and so on. And lastly, 84% of the population were peasants. These people had incredibly hard lives with poverty, poor diet, starvation, a low life expectancy. Peasants had been owned by their masters until 1861. After that they were freed, but still owed lots of money to the government. Coupled with all this was a shortage of land, even in such a big country. The population grew by 50% between 1860 and 1897, which meant there were more people competing for the little fertile land that was available. Many peasants had moved to cities and become industrial workers. These people also lived in miserable conditions, living in dormitories of up to 30 people where disease was rife. There were some who did well under the Tsar, but mostly people in his empire lived poorly, resented his rule. It was a difficult place to govern.